In a small town nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young man named Armin, who was always dreaming of a better tomorrow. He wanted success, he wanted change, he wanted a different life, but every time he thought of starting, he whispered to himself, "I'll begin tomorrow." Tomorrow became next week became next month, and somehow, years passed as he kept waiting for that perfect moment, that magical day when motivation would strike like thunder and transform his life completely. But days kept passing quietly, and life didn't change. Armin admired successful people, entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, and he believed they possessed something extraordinary, something magical, maybe even something he didn't have. He thought success was born out of big, bold decisions, sudden luck, or massive changes. But one evening, as he sat with his grandfather, who was quietly watering his little plants in the garden, he heard something that changed his life forever. His grandfather spoke softly, "Do you know how these plants grew? Not in one day, not with one bucket of water. Just a little water every day, a little sunlight, a little care. Small habits, repeated every day, grow into beautiful things." Armin smiled politely, but something inside him shifted. That night he lay awake, thinking. What if success wasn't about doing something big? What if it was about doing something small, again and again, consistently? The next morning, instead of waiting for tomorrow, he started. His dream was to be fit, to read more, and to start a small online business, but he didn't know where to begin. He always thought he needed hours, perfect conditions, and full motivation. But this time, he remembered the plants. So he simply started with 10 push-ups. Just 10. He read for just 10 minutes. He spent 10 minutes researching how online businesses work. It wasn't much, it didn't look impressive, and nobody even noticed. But Armin felt something change, not around him, but within him. The next day, he did it again. 10 push-ups. 10 minutes of reading. 10 minutes of research. No excuses. No waiting. No tomorrow. Days became weeks. He didn't transform overnight, but slowly, his body felt stronger, his mind more focused. He started understanding business concepts little by little. He still wasn't successful, but he was becoming someone different, someone disciplined, someone consistent. One evening, his friend Salman visited. Salman was surprised to see Armin exercising. "Bro, why are you doing all this? These small workouts, little reading sessions, do you think they will actually change your life?" Salman laughed. That night, Armin thought about it. Maybe Salman was right. Nothing significant had changed. But just when doubt began to creep in, he remembered his grandfather's words, "Small habits grow into beautiful things." Weeks turned into months. Armin increased his push-ups to 50, then 100. His reading time grew from 10 minutes to an hour. His business research became business building. He started a small online store selling handmade crafts. It didn't make much money initially, but he had started something real, something he once believed required big action. Now he knew it only required small steps every day. One day, his grandfather handed him a small pot with a tiny plant. "Do you remember this?" he asked. Armin nodded. It had grown tall, strong, and beautiful. "This plant didn't rush," his grandfather said. But it didn't wait for tomorrow either. That hit Armin deeply. He realized it wasn't just about habits, it was about identity. He was no longer someone who waited. He was someone who started. Months passed, and his online business began to grow steadily. People began appreciating his consistency, his daily posts, his products, his progress. He started earning, not huge amounts yet, but more importantly, he was building something real. A foundation. A future. His body was stronger, his mind sharper, his confidence higher. He didn't achieve this because of a sudden life-changing moment. He achieved it because he stopped waiting for that moment. One evening, while managing orders from his business, he received a message from a student who said, "I saw your journey. You inspire me. Can you help me start too? Armin smiled. For the first time, he realized he had become what he once admired. Not by giant leaps, but by tiny steps. Years later, Armin's business expanded significantly. He opened a small office, hired a few people, and became known in his town as a successful entrepreneur and fitness enthusiast. People asked him how he did it. Did he have rich parents? A secret formula? Special talent? No. He had something more powerful. The courage to start. And the discipline to never stop. He told them, success doesn't come from tomorrow. It grows from today. It comes from those tiny, small, simple habits that seem like nothing at first. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be great to start. You just need to start to become great. He shared his story at schools, colleges, events, telling young dreamers, motivation fades. Discipline stays. Waiting for the perfect time is the biggest lie. There is no perfect time. The perfect time is when you begin. People often think success is like a lightning strike, sudden, powerful, shocking. But in truth, success is like the sunrise. Slow. Predictable. Calm. But unstoppable. Armin's life didn't transform because he did something extraordinary. It transformed because he did something ordinary, every day. 10 push-ups, 10 minutes of reading, 10 minutes of action. Small daily habits. That's the secret. Big achievements are just the result of small actions repeated consistently. You don't need to do more tomorrow. You need to start today. You need to start now. If you keep waiting for tomorrow, tomorrow will keep running away from you. If you take one step today, tomorrow will come closer to you. Every habit you build, every tiny effort you make, every consistent choice you take, it all adds up, building your future one brick at a time. So, don't wait for a perfect moment. Don't wait for a fresh start. Don't wait for motivation. Just start. Start with what you have. Start from where you are. Start small. But start now, because success doesn't belong to those who wait. It belongs to those who start, today, right now, in this moment. Make a decision. No more waiting. No more excuses. No more tomorrow. Your future begins with small daily habits. Your transformation begins today.